Well, hello there, Skywinders. Welcome back to another episode of Skywind 007. On today's episode, we're going to be looking at this. This is the Kayinow solar Bluetooth speaker and radio. So let's look at the information on the back. AM FM reception, music from streaming smartphone, so that's Bluetooth. Integrated power bank, 5000 milliamp hours. It has a solar module and a hand crank to charge the radio. Has an SOS emergency call function. I wonder what that is. 7-watt speaker, the NOAA for the US and Canada only. So water protected according to IPX5, so that's splash proof. It has a flashlight and reading lamp and a telescopic antenna that retracts. Okay, so let's open it up. So you get this information, instructions, and of course the radio itself, the radio speaker. So let's go around it. Wow, it's very nice in person. I've seen that on the pictures and videos, but in person it's definitely nice and it has good weight to it. You can put a strap over here, buttons down here. You can actually put it on a stand if you want. I'm gonna do that. And of course the solar panel. It has a small solar panel, so that means it's gonna take a while to charge. And the reading light. That's pretty cool. Okay, so to charge it, you have to pull this rubber tab over here to expose the terminals right here, the ports. So you have those two ports right there, the USB port and the the USB-C port. Of course, you also have that slot right there. That's for the SD card, which I'm probably not going to use, but anyway, you plug it in here. So let me dim the light so that you can see how it reacts. Okay, so let's plug it in. There we go. So it's charging, and you know it's charging because you see this red light right there. Right there, you can barely see it, but it's there. In person it looks a lot brighter though. Okay, so let's test the hand crank. You see the light turn on when I'm cranking it. Okay, so while we charge, let's try the Bluetooth function. So first you want to power it on. Press and hold. Okay, so now we go to your phone and go to settings. Settings. Then connected devices, Bluetooth pairing. Pair new device. And look for DF557. Click pair. And you heard that acknowledgement. That means it's paired. Now let's test the audio. So I'm gonna use one of these files right here, audio. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it right there. So basically the audio, I'll give it in a scale from A to F. I think I'll give it an F because it has no bass. It's fairly terrible, the audio. So that's a disappointment. So it's an F for the audio. As far as Bluetooth. Now let's test the radio. Press mode. Okay, here's the FM radio. So let's go to the next station. So remember, double click to move to the next or previous station, and it'll scan. That way you'll avoid the empty slots. If you press and hold, it'll do the volume.
$541,329.25. Wow. And get this, he had no broken bones, no hospital bills.
Okay, so as far as the radio, it's fairly decent. But the audio is not going to improve just because it's on radio. So the audio is still going to be an F. It's quite terrible. So let's move on to so that was FM radio. I'm going to skip AM radio. It should be about the same or even worse. And let's try the wide what's it called, the weather band or wideband, I'm not sure. So I've been testing this off camera and I was not able to get any stations with the wideband. But do keep in mind that this depends on where you live. So I'm demonstrating this, but I know it's not gonna work. So let's go to something else. So this is the NOAA. So here I'm not expecting to hear anything because there's nothing going on in my area. There's no hurricane or anything. But you can leave it like that, and if there was something to happen, it would come out. You would hear a beep and it would let you know. So this is pretty good if it actually works, but I have no way of testing it. I would have to do this review in the middle of a hurricane. So I'm gonna leave the results of the NOAA on the description whenever it does happen, whenever we do have a natural disaster. So let's carry on. So we're back to Bluetooth, and we already said that the audio on Bluetooth was an F because it's zero bass and it hurts your ears. It's terrible. The audio is terrible. But remember, this is an emergency device, so I don't expect much from it as far as audio. If you want some good audio, don't buy this. And it's not meant for that. This is an emergency device. So let's power that down. Okay. Okay, so that was the audio. Now as far as the flashlight, let's turn that on. So it's very simple to turn the flashlight on and off. And I did test the compass off camera, and it is accurate. I compared it to my phone. Unfortunately, I'm recording with my phone, so I can't show you that. But it is fairly accurate. Let me go get an old phone, and that way I can show you that it's accurate. Okay, so here we are. I'm recording with an old phone, and this is my iPhone right here. So as you can see, the compass is fairly accurate. It says that the north is that way. And my iPhone agrees that the north is that way, because the iPhone is very accurate. If you see like that, it knows which way the north is. And this one, of course, it's a natural compass, and it is truly pointing to the north. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is try the TF card. So I have it right here. So we're going to plug it in, pull the rubber tab off. That's your memory card right there. They call it the TF card. You gotta press until it clicks. Put the rubber tab back and turn on the device. Ooh. Okay, so let me stop it there. So it does work, the TF card, so it can play music from the memory card, but the audio is always terrible. Doesn't make any difference where the audio is coming from. These speakers are horrible. They got an F. Okay, so now as far as charging your phone with this, let's see if it actually works. This is the device, of course, and this is the phone. So this is the extension I have. Pretty cool. Has every single connector you can possibly think of. So plug that in right there. And let's plug it into the phone. It's a type C. Let's see if it actually does anything. Yeah, it does. So it's charging. I know you can't see it. Let me try to zoom in. Whoa, you can't see it, but it is charging. Take my word for it. This phone is bad, but it is charging. You can take my word for it. Oh, it says over here, down here, there we go, it's charging. So it is charging. Okay folks, so we are outside and I have already tested this off camera and it does work, but I'm going to demonstrate it anyway. So we are not in direct sunlight, but you can already see that it is charging. This is lit. But if I were to cover the solar panel, let me do it like this. If I were to cover the solar panel, it goes away. But we are not in direct sunlight. We're inside the porch. I think that's what you call it, a porch. Not a real porch, but now let's go in the sunlight and we can expect it to work better. Well, it's hard to prove that it's working, but I think it's working. Yeah, it's working. But the most impressive thing is definitely the compass. It actually works. Okay, so we are entering the woods, as you can see. And right now I'm using the flashlight on my phone, the LED lamp on my phone, but here's our solar radio. And we're gonna see how it performs in the dark. So let me turn off the lights. Okay, we're in the darkness. Let's turn it on. And let's move in. Wow, it's creepy over here. We got some homes over there. So we're gonna stop over there by those trees. You gotta watch out for snakes. So one question I have is whether you can look at the compass with the light from the solar radio. Okay, let's stop right here and let's turn off the light. Okay, so let's see if I can see the compass. I'm gonna use the reading light. Okay, so that's the reading light. But the compass is partially illuminated. So basically you have to use your hand to illuminate the compass. So there we go. You can actually read the compass, but you have to use your hand to reflect the light. Okay. So now let's test the reading light. And the reading light does help a little bit as far as walking with it, but not a lot. I guess that's why it's called a reading light. So it's better to just use the the front lamp. Let me do that. Yeah, it's a lot better. Okay, folks, so we have reached the end of this review, and I have to give it a rating. So I'm very happy with it for the purpose that I bought it for, as an emergency device. You got the NOAA, you got the wideband, you got AM and FM radio, so you can tune into those. You can listen to your Bluetooth if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend it. It is horrible. I gave that an F. The audio quality, I gave that an F. And you can listen to music from the TF card or the memory card, SD card, whatever you want to call it. And so it does a lot. It definitely does a lot. And if you leave it idle and it's doing nothing, it'll power down automatically. I didn't get a chance to demonstrate that. So it has two lamps like I've showed you. It has that lamp and it has the front lamp. So as an emergency device, I'll give this a 5 stars out of 5. As an audio device, so if you buy this planning to listen to music from it, like your best songs, your favorite songs, and that's the reason why you're buying it, I'll give it a 1 star out of 5, because it is a horrible audio device as far as quality of music. But as far as hearing the radio and hearing the broadcast and the DJ just talking, if you're hearing somebody just talking, it works perfectly. Like the news, the emergency news, the NOAA, and the wideband, which is just going to be talking. There's not going to be any music there. It's perfect. But for listening to Mozart, if you're going to listen to Mozart or anything like that on this gets an F and a 1 star. So it depends on what you want it for. So just keep that in mind. For emergency device, 5 stars. Audio device, 1 star. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and thumbs up.